side, I'll pretty much be showing you why you should vote affirmative and not negative and boiling down the round for you. Now, I'd like to point out that with national security and privacy, we need to find a balance. National security and privacy are equal, and that has been the affirmative stance, and the fact is we're lacking privacy, so that's why we need to restore privacy and focus on it. National security isn't more important than privacy, and privacy isn't more important than national security. They are equal. They are equal. They should be valued equally, and they should be brought into a balance. And currently, they are not. It's imbalance. Now, first of all, I'm going to respond to pretty much the negative arguments and then going over my own voting issues. Now, first of all, they said they were talking about the Ninth Circuit already heading towards it. Now, my response is not national. This isn't national. This is only a part of the U.S. We're talking about federal policies that are uniform and over the whole United States. The Ninth Circuit and the Sixth Circuit are only small parts of the United States, about maybe a fifth of the United States or less. The majority of the United States is still unprotected, and this needs to be a national reform, not just on state level. Now, also, she said huge risk, and now my first response is there's no proof that spying has actually helped us stop terrorist attacks. It's claimed by the NSA that has been true, but there's no real evidence out there because it's all secret. So we have no real proof that it actually helps, that spying actually helps, and the the negative team really hasn't brought up any evidence supporting that. And my second response is focuses law enforcement, and that's because of judicial oversight. They have to get a warrant approved by the judge, and the judge is pretty much making sure that they have sufficient evidence that proves that that person is suspicious and a possible threat to the United States. Now, again, she talked about the Ninth Circuit again, and again, you can cross-apply my response, not national. And then she said, already following the process, and my response is only in the Sixth Circuit completely, and only partially in the Ninth Circuit. Otherwise, my second response is it's subpoenas. They're using subpoenas. They're not getting there's no judicial oversight. It's not constitutional. And that's why we need to reform it. That's not the due process. The due process is getting a search warrant approved by a judge, because that's your private communications that deserves that privacy. Now, let's go down to their voting issues, pretty much third-party doctrine. And again, you can never sign away your fundamental Fourth Amendment right of privacy. That's always guaranteed you, no matter what. Even a contract can't bind you and break your constitutional rights. It's like saying you can sign a contract and sign away your freedom and become a slave or something like that. These are fundamental rights guaranteed us in the Constitution that cannot be taken away. Now, like she said, inherency is a voting issue, and again, my response is it's not national. It's not uniform. It's only part of the U.S. Now, on to our voting issues. First of all, the fundamental right of the Constitution. With the affirmative team, you're upholding the Constitution. You're upholding the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution and giving people privacy guaranteed them in the Fourth Amendment. And also, my second response is due process. That this is the normal process, is that you get a warrant and uphold the Constitution. And it's actually not that hard. We're upholding law enforcement to what they should already be, to a standard that they should already be held up to. It's not something new. This was invented when America was invented. It's really old, and law enforcement should always be held to the standard. That's what we're doing. We're not coming up with a random new law. It's the standard law of the United States, and we're holding them to that and giving people the privacy guaranteed them in the Constitution. Now, third, accountability. With the judicial oversight, that gives accountability over the government agencies, making sure that surveillance isn't rampant and that it's focused. And then lastly, our fourth point is reasonable. The affirmative team has a reasonable stance of that we want to find a balance between privacy and security, and we're restoring the balance by bringing in more privacy, since we're lacking that. So as you can see, currently, ECPA is unconstitutional, allowing our information to be wrongfully intercepted, and by voting for the affirmative team, you will uphold the Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your awesome time. That is super helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for checking. Thank you for checking.
I have my opinion on the class, so I can't. Yeah. Can you call the winner?